Hey garden family, this is Zulema in Dolores' Garden, Zone 8B, Middle Georgia. We are inside today. I came from outside, that's why I got this hat on. Ain't no sun in here. But is it too late to start onion seeds in my zone, or for people that are in my zone, or short day onions? I don't think so. I was watching Host Tools because he gives lots of great information on onions, and he's South Georgia. So he said we have in this zone we can plant as late up to January. The bulbs won't be as big, but you'll get some onions. So I was thinking about this. I've already started my onions multiple times, but I said, why not have onions where you can harvest at different stages so you don't have to store all of those onions at one time? That's the plan today, is to go ahead and start some onions. So I thought I'd bring you along with me on this amazing journey while we try some things, which will be awesome because so the ones that I've already started will be going in the end of October, beginning of November. Those will be ready to be harvested around springtime. Then I'm going to have these, so instead of having to harvest so many onions and store them, and some may, not make it in storage too long because the sweeter the onion, the shorter the storage life unfortunately, because of that sweet content, that sugar content. But at least I can harvest in stages, and we'll see. It's going to be an experiment. I want to try it, and why not have onions throughout the whole season that you can harvest outside, even if you want to just harvest seeds for green tops. So let's go ahead and get to it. We are inside, and I apologize for the tank. That's so loud. My husband's not here, and they can't. Usually they'll put some water in it to, for the pump. That's, it'll quiet it down, but this was a last minute thing. Let me turn on this light so I can have more. All right. Starting seeds inside. So this is nothing new with starting seeds inside. My very first season of gardening, I started all of my seeds inside here, and I had a table. I didn't have humidity domes. I used saran wrap. I used solar cups. I used whatever I had, really. All right, so we're going to go ahead and, let's do some cougars. This didn't have great germination the last time. And these are only 110 days. Guess what I don't have? My labels. But I can quickly go ahead and get that. I'm going to sprinkle these seeds on the top of the soil and cover it with my vermiculite. I'm going to use my Vego Gardening 4-tier light stand. I've been using that non-stop. I actually just started some more cabbage and broccoli, and I just took them outside. I also, when I transplanted my basil from out of the hydroponics, I used my grow stand. So this has become very, very useful and helpful, and I will continue to use it throughout the season. That way I can monitor my germination rate instead of everything being in, when I first started having it in here, and then I'll transition it outside in the shed where I have my other grow area. But this will at least help me to see what my germination rate is, how it's going, and then I go ahead and transition it, and then I'll start some more seeds, which I am doing right now. I'm trying to get dirt on the floor. Mama, that's you? Oh. Yeah, just starting some more seeds. Some more onion seeds. Trying to see if we can have harvest throughout the whole season, so we don't have to store them all at one time. And
how did the generation go with their husbands?
nothing came up. So what I'm gonna do is maybe start them in soil to see, but nothing came up from those. I know, but that don't mean that none of them are gonna come up. But I'm just gonna start them in soil to see. But right now I'm starting. Okay, we had 3 rows. I just want to put this here so I'll know. Plethora onion. I'm doing 3 rows a piece. And I'm not only putting one inside the growing space. I'm putting more. I'm putting maybe like 3 or 4. But these will be able to go in my green stalks, which will be good. Also gonna see if this will help with pests if I put these with my other crop that's gonna be out there for spring. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. It should be fine. So I hope you are starting more onion seeds. Do not give up if you didn't get good germination. If you are in my area, you still have time. Now if you're in a if you are in a different area, a long day, or an area that gets a lot colder than what we get, you don't have to start your own. If it's too late, you don't have to start yours from seed. Please go and purchase you some onion plants so that you can have some onion. We're gonna do some Bella Luna. I figure if I put more than one in the hole, I have better germination, because onion germination this season has not been great at all. Part 1, it was I had old seeds, so that's why I am using these seeds generously, because I will be purchasing seeds every season, onion seeds every season, since I have found that they do not last long. I do not want to run into the same problem next fall when it's time for me to start seeds. Now I'm just leaving these here so it'll tell me what onion is what, and I'll go ahead and get some labels. Since this is going to be inside the house and it's cool inside the house, I will be using a humidity dome and a heating mat. If it was outside, I wouldn't have to, but I will be using that inside. That's the really good thing about this Vego Garden grow stand. You can start your seeds inside. You can monitor their germination if you don't have time to go outside. So this is such a really good way. So every time I come home at night, I can just kind of peek to see how things are progressing. If the light needs to be adjusted, if the humidity dome needs to come off, Let me go ahead and get my labels. Okay, got my little labels. With no glasses. It'll be fine. Cougar. I don't know what today is. Mom, what's the date?
13.
Huh?
13.
13. I never know what the date is, Rihanna. Okay. Plethora. Alright, I'm looking forward to some good germination. Bella Luna. These, I did not have great germination with these. So we're gonna see. But remember, I only put one seed, so that's why I went on ahead and put more seeds in. These are new seeds, so. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and put this on the stand. And no, I'm not finished starting seeds because I will be going ahead and planting my hydroponic system. I already have tiny Tim tomatoes growing in one with some lettuce. And in this one, I'm thinking I don't know. I'll let you know. Oh. Alright, so all I did was just plug up my heating mat since we're inside. This light does not need to be on. I want to keep the moisture inside, and once I start to see some growth, 90% of the tray, heating mat goes off, then holds, well, I'll take the top off at that point. And then I'll transition them to outside in the shed. All right, so that is all I have for you today. I thank you so much for joining me. And if you are in the same zone or down south or live down south, just like I do, go ahead and start you some more onion seeds. And until next time, my friends, peace and love in Dolores' garden. Bye.